it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. Today I'm going to be going through the questions for the most BJD tag created by Sasha Wells. I've been meaning to do this one for a while, so let's just get straight into it. There are 11 questions, so hopefully this video won't end up too long. The cool thing about these questions is that they can be directed towards the physical doll or the character of the doll. So regardless of what sort of collector you are, you should be able to answer these questions. Question number 1 is, who is or has been the most difficult or frustrating? For me, it's hands down my Jurio 5. The fact that she is currently living in this drawer says a lot. I'm really frustrated with this one in particular because she's my grail, okay? She's like my holy grail of dolls, and here she is in bubble wrap without a face up, just a floating head. Trust me when I say I have plans for this girl and I friggin' adore her, but it just hasn't come to fruition yet. It got to the point where it made me so sad to see her blank on the body back there that I swapped her out with my other Jury. Yeah, it's not ideal, and I still definitely adore her. She is still my grail. It saddens me so much to have her in a drawer, but yeah, she's definitely my answer to that question. The fact that I still refer to her first and foremost as my Jurio 5 instead of Heather, which is the name I gave her, is just... it's frustrating. Question number 2 is, who do you think of the most? For me, it's hands down this guy. Now, I've stated in the past that Lee is my favourite, and this still holds true. There's just something about him. I think it's because he is my most fleshed out character. I mean, yes, my other dolls have characters, or so to speak, but none to the degree that this guy does. I definitely have put more thought into his story and his character than any of my other dolls, and you know, it's the perks of being the favourite, I guess, that I also will think of him more than the others. I know you're not meant to have a favourite, but just look at him. Question number 3 is, who is the most likely to be reshelled? Now, initially I thought that I couldn't answer this question because the way I collect my dolls for the most part is I see a sculpt I like and I buy it and I build a character around that. I guess Lee is an exception, but I love him, so I'm never going to be reshelling him. He's just great the way he is. But I was thinking about it, and I guess there is another doll I have who is technically a character of mine, and that is Rachel. Now, I bought this doll because I absolutely love the sculpt. It's gorgeous. But if I allow myself to really stop and think about it, this isn't exactly the best shell for Rachel's character. Now, it's okay because if you know anything about my story, it's not like... It's fine. It doesn't really matter what she looks like. But yeah, if there is ever a doll in my collection that I would reshell, it would be Rachel. This doll itself would not go anywhere. I friggin' love this doll. It's so beautiful. I really just need to play with her more. She is stunning. Even though she's definitely my most difficult as far as posing goes, her legs just... she can't sit. If you try and get her to sit, she leans back and it looks awkward, and her feet, don't even get me started about her feet. Not only are they really big, but they just can't... they're a pain. But despite all that, she is gorgeous and she's not going anywhere, but who knows, maybe the character will. Question number 4 is, who is the most time consuming? Now, it really depends how you define time consuming, and I had a bit of trouble with this question if I'm being honest, but Millie comes to mind because she is my longest standing and oldest doll in my collection, and without a doubt she is the one I have spent the most time on as far as face-ups and tattoos and sueding and restringing and all that. She's definitely had the most time put into her, so I feel like that would probably qualify as time consuming. And I mean, the fact that she's been with me the longest surely counts for something as far as time is concerned, although the more I think about it, maybe it's referring to how a doll handles for being dressed and such, and Miku without a doubt has the most elaborate costumes and outfits, so perhaps she's the true answer to this question. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Question number 5 is, who is the most expensive? Now, I have answered this on my channel before, so those of you who remember will already know, but it's this guy. He is hands down the most expensive doll in my collection. His head alone costs more than his body. I can't remember the exact numbers, I've got them written somewhere. As far as I'm concerned though, it's money well spent and I have absolutely no regrets. Question number 6 is, who is the most laid back? Now, I guess this is more of a character question. You could argue that it's to do with the doll that's the easiest to own or dress or whatever, but I've kind of gone that route, but also just how I imagine the characters to be, and I think it has to be Millie. Either that or Ava, but I think Millie is just the most chill. Just look at her in this outfit, like she gives no fricks. And I feel like we've been through so much together that, you know, she just rolls with the flow at this point, rolls with the punches, or however the saying goes. Even though I don't necessarily play with her too much these days, I feel like she is not one to care, you know. She just sits back there and looks hella comfy and cozy and just badass. I feel like that qualifies as laid back more so than anyone else in my crew. Question number 7 is, who owns the most stuff? Now, you guys probably know the answer to this one because, I mean, not just due to me getting stuff for her, but other people as well. It's B. I mean, here she is in a custom-made jumpsuit overall set thing and a custom commissioned B top. She has by far the most things specifically for her. I mean, my dolls in general, they share their outfits, with the exception of Ava, I guess, mainly just because, you know, she's a different size and the other dolls are incapable of sharing her clothes, but yeah, it's definitely B. She has way more stuff than any of the others. She's kind of become the poster girl of my YouTube channel, so I guess it makes sense. Question number 8, yes that's 8, is who would or who do I miss the most? I feel like this is probably kind of predictable at this point, but without a doubt it has to be Lee. He is my favourite after all, and if something happened and I was only able to keep one of my dolls, I would choose him. He is just such a huge comfort for me. Even though he's really floppy and his body is super awkward and half the time his feet end up turned the wrong way, I still love him. Question number 9 is, who has had the most incarnations? I think I said that right. To date, there has only ever been one doll that I have reshelled, and that is Alan. My first Alan was a 5-star doll boy with an Amy head. I managed to get him cheap secondhand and I absolutely adored him, but it just wasn't the best version of Alan for me. So as soon as I saw the Smart Doll Suzaku, I just knew I needed him to have Alan again. Aside from Miku, he is my only fan character doll. I absolutely love Alan's character. Question number 10 is, who is the most complete? Now, I thought a lot about this question, and initially I was thinking maybe B, but I actually do want to adjust or customize her face up somehow. I haven't done that yet, so the fact that her face up is not final, it can't be her. And even though Alan has his face up in here, I definitely feel like I need more for him outfit wise. Same is true for a lot of my characters actually. I feel like I still have more to do with them. The only doll I have that I feel quite content with and I'm really happy with where they are and I don't see it changing anytime soon is Ava. Not that I've done much with her and she doesn't really have much of a character, but in my eyes she is my most complete doll and I love the way she is and I don't see myself changing it anytime soon. The 11th and final question is, who is the most like me? And I feel like this is a big cop-out as far as an answer is concerned, considering I got this doll with the sole purpose of it being my mini-me, but it has to be lovely. It just, there's no other option, no other contenders. With that though, we have reached the end of this tag video. At the end of it all, I suppose Lee is the most doll, whatever that means. I do hope you enjoyed it. The questions were really fun and surprisingly easy or straightforward to answer, which I definitely enjoy in a tag. If any of you out there end up doing this tag yourself, I would love to hear your responses. Tags like this are a great way of connecting with fellow collectors. I of course will list all of the questions in the description of this video, as well as a link to the original creator of the tag. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you think. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend. Thank you so much for watching, it has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.